Hey racers, JonRacer3 here today, back for another video, and today I have some Forza cars, some Forza wheel riders, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox them, show them off to you guys, and then we'll time them to see which one is the fastest. These are from both Forza Motorsport series. For example, we have the first series, and then that's just a packaging example. Then we have the second series that has recently come out. I'll unbox all 5 cars from each set, and let's see how they fare on my track. So, let's get started. The first car, you've just seen it, the 73 Ford Falcon XB. Gonna unbox this baby right here. This is quite a unique car. Now, I believe this series came out when Forza Horizon 3 was released, and this was a very, I guess, unique car in Forza Horizon 3 you can find. And then the second series that came out was sort of related to Forza Motorsport 7, but I'll get into that later. Next up, we have the 2017 Ford GT, which it does have, I will admit, the Forza Motorsport 6 art on it, which the Ford GT was the cover car for. So I'll unbox that for you guys real fast. I've already have one of these, but this will be the second one in my collection, which I think looks absolutely amazing. Next up, we have the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA, I believe is how you pronounce it. I'll unbox this one real fast. I do not have one of these, and I don't know, it's just, I get sort of a rally car vibe to it. You guys could correct me on that if this is a rally car or not, but to me I get a rally car vibe, and I think it's pretty sweet. Now, this is a supercar, well, I consider it a supercar, but I don't have yet, and I was waiting for this video. We got the 2012 Camaro ZL1 Concept. This is number 4 out of the 5 of the first series, and it has sort of a Zamac part, I guess you could say, but I cannot 100% confirm that it is Zamac, the silver part, which means it wasn't painted, it was just the actual metal of the casting. But there it is, there's the Camaro. I think it looks much better out of the package. And then last but not least, we have the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera with a Forza livery, which is pretty sweet, because I always like Forza liveries on any car, so there you guys go. Oh, if you guys didn't even notice on the Camaro, it does say Forza for his license plate. I think that's kind of cool. Anyway, here's the Lambo. Now we get into the second series, which I believe is based off Forza Motorsport 7. The first car in the series is a very famous car. We got the Porsche 936 Speeder, also known as the Outlaw. You guys can correct me on that, but it looks like the exact same model. And it is a convertible instead of the actual Outlaw itself. There you go. Looks much better out of the package, but then I do think all wheel riders do look better out of the package. They have more of a detailed look than most of the regular cars. The second car we have in the series is the 73 BMW 3.0 Csl Race Car, which I am a huge fan of these wheels on this car, because I really like the Goodyear that's painted on the side of the wheels of any wheel rider, really. So you guys see that here in a second. Good casting. I believe Hot Wheels came out with one of these as a normal car, but you can see the splitter super low in the front, but then it's not in the back, which makes it look so much like a rally car, which is absolutely sick. Now we get into the best cars in this whole tournament. We have the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, which I'm a little disappointed isn't a GT2, because that was the cover car for Forza Motorsport 7, and that would be an amazing Hot Wheels casting to have. But anyway, on the contrary, here it is, the Porsche. Do not have one of these. I haven't actually bought any of the new Forza series just as a solo. I've only bought the box. It looks like the headlight tampo just looks a little different on one side for this Porsche, but I do like the silver and red, and I do believe this is Zamac, but you guys can correct me on that later. See a little faint Forza logo on there. Ooh. Next, the second to last car, we have the 2016, I believe, Ford GT Race in a red, white, and blue livery. Now, this is the first Ford GT Race that has come out as a wheel rider, and oh my gosh, does this thing look amazing. Look at the detail on this thing. You can see even the little side skirts in the front. I do not believe the Ford GT Race Hot Wheel has those little side things. and it looks like on the right side it's not as detailed and they're not as black painted wise, so I'm a little disappointed in that. But so far this has been my favorite car in the entire series. Now, last but not least, we have the Pagani Huayra with a wheel rider. I have collected every single Pagani Huayra Hot Wheel now to date, open and out of the package. This thing, of course, it looks better out of the package, but it is not as good as the Ford in my opinion. It looks very, very stunning with the burnt orange color scheme. I really like it. And I don't know if there's much for me to say about this Pagani Huayra. It's just a regular Pagani Huayra casting with metal wheels and rubber tires. So there you go. And it has some Forza livery. So what else can you ask for? Now what we're going to do is we're going to set these cars up, time them, see which one's the fastest. And if we can, we will get the fastest car. We'll have the world record time on my track for the fastest wheel rider car. So let's get started. Here's another look at the car, sort of in a different light. That Camaro is just sparkling in that light there. And that Ford GT's looking really good too. So I say we start this. Here's what the races are going to be. We got the Falcon versus the GT, the Alfa versus the Camaro, Lamborghini versus the Speedster, the BMW versus the GT3, and then we got the Ford GT Race versus the Pagani Huayra. So it'll be fastest time wins. I will write down the times as they are clocked on the scoreboard. So here we go. Let's get racing. We've got the Ford GT versus the Falcon. 3, 2, 1. It'll be the Ford GT absolutely running away with it with a 2.155, with the Falcon pulling in a slower time of a 2.694. GT ran away with that race. Now can the Camaro or the Alfa outrace the other? We'll have to see. 3, 2, 1. Look at that. The Alfa's going to take the win and the Camaro is going to wreck. The Alfa clocks in a 2.279. We will race the Camaro again in its own little race. A great thing about this system is you can change the mode so it can only clock one lane, which is what we're going to do here as the Camaro is lined up, ready to go. 3, 2, 1. And the Camaro wrecks again! This will be the Camaro's final attempt to clock in a time. If it wrecks again, it'll have to forfeit and have a DNF. 3, 2, 1. Look at that! It crashes, but it gets back on its wheels. It is not going to make it to the finish line. The Camaro just not as steady as it thought. It is an American muscle car, by the way, so it does spin out a lot. We're going to have to put DNF on the board. In our next matchup, we have Lamborghini versus Porsche. 3, 2, 1. It's going to be a good race. Both cars clock in a good time, with the Lamborghini with a 2.280 and the Porsche with a 2.362. Our second to last race includes cars such as the Porsche 911 GT3 RS versus the BMW race car. 3, 2, 1. And the BMW, with a great run, clocks in a 2.077 for a real rider car. That is amazing, with the Porsche pulling an average 2.349. The Porsche just got outraced by the BMW. Here's our final matchup. It consists of two supercars / hypercars. We've got the Ford GT Race versus the Pagani Huayra. One of them has to beat a time of 2.077 if they want to get the victory, first place on the podium. We'll have to see. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, it's gonna be the Pagani. Does he get a fast enough time? He does! The Pagani gets the fastest time recorded on the track for a real rider with a 2.065, and the Ford GT not close behind with a 2.174. Both really great runs for these two cars. It was pretty easy to find them first and second, the Pagani and the BMW, both clocking in times under a 2.1. But for our third place finish, we thought it would be the Ford GT Race with 2.174, but it is actually the Ford GT, the 2.155, clocking in the third place and taking the third place on the podium. Bronze, still not bad for Ford today. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Pagani is now the reigning champion for real riders on this time track.
If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like the video and comment down below what cars you want to see take on this Pagani. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace!